I have never seen such a dedicated teacher. To clear up her students' doubts, she prepared to demonstrate on the blackboard herself. However, she lost her footing and fell off. Luckily, her student Mike rushed and caught her in time. Otherwise, the result would be unthinkable. Unexpectedly, this awkward scene was caught red-handed by the principal. Seeing this, Mike quickly set the teacher down. Annie did not know how to explain, so she could only blame the chair. The principal, however, knew how to please a woman. Without a second word, he smashed the chair to pieces. Yet, Annie was not thinking of him right now. Seeing that staying here was awkward and dull, the principal had to turn and leave in shame. Seeing that the nuisance was finally gone, Annie sighed in relief, and she and Mike smiled at each other. In the empty classroom, she could begin the law plan one-on-one tutoring. Mike also firmly believed that, with the guidance of such a dedicated teacher, his postgraduate thesis would definitely pass smoothly. Therefore, whatever arrangements Annie made wherever she led him, he would obey unconditionally. Early next morning, Annie changed into a red suit, looking radiant as if youthful again. However, the annoying principal appeared, but she could only brush him off perfunctorily. Just then, Mike also arrived, hastily apologizing for being late. Annie did not blame him. After sending the principal away, she told Mike to sit and start the class. Before the lecture, Annie first thanked Mike for saving her yesterday. She then took out the breakfast she had made and thoughtfully poured him a cup of rose tea. Seeing his teacher's gentle care, a wave of warmth surged in Mike's heart. An indescribable feeling was taking root and sprouting. After the lesson ended, Annie invited Mike to come, hoping to tutor him one-on-one at home. Not wanting to refuse her kindness, Mike agreed without hesitation. With his yes, Annie was overjoyed. Back home, she kept trying on new full clothes, asking her daughter Sophia's advice. Yet the girl was chatting with friends, discussing where to go on a date, and casually brushed her mother off while distracted. Meanwhile, the principal somehow heard the news. He chose to take the lead, so he brought flowers to Annie sincerely, confessing his deep love to her. Yet Annie did not hesitate at all and directly rejected his confession. Though Annie was very successful in academia, her daily life was dull and monotonous. She lost her husband early on and raised her daughter alone all these years. Though Sophia now studied at her university, Annie still poured almost all her energy into her daughter. She handled all the household chores, big and small, and took care of Sophia meticulously. Their mother-daughter bond was deep. They were each other's greatest support. However, their peaceful life with Mike's arrival was completely shattered. During a chance encounter on campus, Sophia and Mike ran into each other. The moment their eyes met, a spark stirred in both their hearts, as if the other was the one waited all along. Left with no choice as Mike had to rush to his one-on-one tutoring, they could only agree to have a meal together to get to know each other better. Yet it was precisely because of this brief encounter that Mike arrived 3 full minutes late. Annie, waiting so long, felt more or less displeased. But as soon as Mike smiled, all of Annie's dissatisfaction vanished into thin air. It felt as if she had returned to her youth. Yet at this moment, Annie remained completely unaware of this brief encounter between her daughter and Mike. Later, she would see the two together with her own eyes, and an inescapable emotional crisis had already quietly laid its groundwork.